And with that, the 2025 season was done, but can you remember how it unfolded?
Come on, Lily.
Precision, performance, power. Your engine deserves the best. The ultimate in smooth performance and endurance. This is your race bearings. Engineered to go further, to last longer, to win. Visit coatedRaceBearings.com. Your race bearings, built for champions.
17 years, I believe it is, that I've been doing VWDRC. Started off with the Mark II Golf, the G60. That was great fun. We ran that down into the 13s. Had a quick dabble in the wife's Audi A4 when that car was broken, and we changed it to a 20-valve turbo version to run down into the 11s. We've done some VW Sportsman racing with my old 1.9 Caddy, my 2-litre Touran, and then of course there was Project 13. That was great fun, a nice cheap way to go sportsman racing. Real good fun with that. Then there was my front-wheel drive PB in the Loner from Carl, 10.77, and of course the Sex Toy Dragster, which I went 8.35 in. Now we've got our Mark V Golf, which is current race car, and of course Lily's Audi TT. But what a season we had in 2025, with both of us taking home the championship. Well, here's a little video to celebrate everything that happened in 2025, and hopefully from here you'll follow the channel as we go into 2026 as both defending champions and both looking to make our cars go that little bit faster. And so the 2025 season was done. What a season it was, double champion. It's time for an end of season review, isn't it? By the sea. It's Christmas. That's what we do. So, let's have a recap of the season. Maybe you're new to the channel and you've not seen any videos, and maybe this is the first one that YouTube's ever sent you to, and you're going, what's all this about a Golf? What's all this about an Audi TT? Well, you can see exactly how our season unfolded in the video coming up. Again, thank you very much to Coated Race Bearings for ensuring we were able to end the season as double champions. Let's go to the video, shall we? So the season started way back when, in March, I believe, at the Spring Speed Nationals, round 1 of the VWDRC. No changes were made to the car from 2024. We were still running that KO4 hybrid from GP Turbos. A little bit of weight had been taken out the car, but other than that, we were going into the season exactly the same. But it did not start too well. As you can see there, a little tap on the radiator cracked itself open, and on our first run of the season, we did a quarter-mile water down. I was not popular. I was not popular at all. But by the end of qualifying, I had managed to get myself '1 qualifier, a great start to the season. My first eliminations round was against Phil Blogg with the 20-valve turbo Caddy. We both dialed 11.70, so it was a heads-up drag race to the finish line. Let's see how it went. All weekend, I can tell you now, I had very good reaction times, except for this, where I slowed it down just that little bit. That allowed Phil to get in front of me, and even when he tried to brake at the top end of the track, he was way out in front, and a breakout ensured I made it through to the next round. Here's where the luck started for the season. Next up, Tom Herbert in round number 2. Tom launches, brakes a drive shaft. I launch, I hit second gear, my battery terminal comes off the car, and I coast the full quarter mile, praying that I can get to the finish. Then it's on to the final, where I meet Jake Fonda in that super consistent Golf R, dehydrated because of the piss yellow colour. 100%. I'm out in front, good reaction time, lift off at the stripe, take the win, round number one qualifier and event winner. Lily, on the other hand, her very first event, that made her very first final against fellow rookie Dominic Crawford. And we all remember how this finished, don't we?
Lily already out in front.
Off.
And pulling away.
Off.
Well, winners never rest, they continue to improve. Outcoming is the old intercooler setup and the radiator. We've got a new setup going in, always improving. Days later, let's see how it looks. That new little lightweight front brace is on. As you can see, the front bumper will bolt to that. You can see the new intercooler and the radiator. The radiator's not exactly in place. You can see that bar at the bottom there. That will eventually sit on there. Got to move the blow-off valve around the other side, so that's out of the way. But as you can see, plenty of room behind the bumper. So literally just a couple of days later, it was the Festival of Power, round number one of Comp Eliminator. The new Passat inlet manifold fitted, my intercooler, radiator, a little bit of better weight distribution, and of course, hopefully, improved airflow and cooling on the car. Got weight as well. So there you go, 770 on the front, 380 on the back, total of 1150. I think our best was 1153. So we've lost 3 kilos out of the car. Sadly, the results weren't exactly what we were hoping for. We seem to be down on boost, and we put this to the intercooler being better. But then we turned up at the FIA main event and had exactly the same problems, which resulted in us having to take the hybrid KO4 off and basically having a look at it because it was damaged. And what do you do when you've got a damaged turbo? Well, you don't put the same one on, do you? Nope, you take it back to Lee's and you go and fit yourself a Pulsar G30 770. While it was in there as well, and finally got rid of that fuel tank that was in the top of the engine bay, it's now a custom one in the bottom left-hand corner. With the engine started and sounding good, this engine bay is really starting to look the part now, and we are ready for the next round of the VWDRC. Sportsman Nationals, round 2 of the VWDRC Championship. Obviously, we've had a nice run of being championship leader for, what, 6 weeks now? Lovely. Lovely. It's probably the longest I've ever been championship leader. Obviously, never won the championship. Been second twice.
She's on course for Rookie of the Year. And she's going to retain the points lead, I think, regardless of what happens here. She qualified number 2. Massive points haul for Lily. But let's see what happens in the race. So they're going to sort this one out at the top end. They both had a green light on the tree.
So once again, in the final, it was a TT on TT race.
At the stripe it is. It's a double breakout, but Lily Stevenson does
Then it was over to me. Unfortunately, I've been having a few issues getting gears in the car, as you will see once again in the final. There you go, good launch by myself. You see James Hodson disappear because he misses a gear, then I miss a gear. I go from second to fifth. I've got no way of recovering, and James happily drives around me to take the win. Anyway, a nice championship haul, but then disaster struck at Proclamation Day. So, as many of you know, I've hurt my leg, and I've got the brace on and stuff like that, so it's impossible for me to actually drive the Mark V Golf this weekend because I can't actually get my leg up and over the roll cage. So very kindly, one of the rednecks has lent me a Golf R, so aptly named the Don Junior R. So yeah, so we're going to be dialing like high 12s in the Golf. It's a Golf R, so it's what, a 2 litre 16 valve DSG. So all I've got to do is put my foot down and go. Made it sound so easy, didn't I? Well, unfortunately, it wasn't that easy. We did qualify okay, and we did win round 1 of eliminations, but unfortunately, the rest of the weekend was rained off there. To be honest, probably the best thing. Right, car's all finished and up and running. New inlet manifold on, and of course, love on it. We had a couple of issues with our injectors. We had them through the cleaner, but still they weren't working at full performance. It's fair to say Bug Jam was not the easiest ride. Issues with injectors, issues with the car. Although I did manage to get through 2 rounds of eliminations, only to lose here against Jacob Bailey when I literally could not move my leg anymore. In eliminations, I literally had to flat shift the car. It didn't work, and I also ended up doing some damage to the gearbox. Either way, the car's looking good, just not mechanically sound. Lily, on the other hand, had her worst performance of the season, qualifying 32nd. She only just got in and then was knocked out in round 1 of eliminations. Aero package is now done. Thank you very much to Dom at Crawford Motorsport. As you may have seen in the last video from Bug Jam, we had the bonnet from ABS Motorsport Composites made. We gained 7 miles an hour. Now, you argue amongst yourselves in the comments. Please, please do. I would love the comments. Was it the vent that gained us 7 miles an hour, or was it fitting the inlet manifold? I'll let you guys argue it out. Or was it a combination of both? But still, 7 miles an hour is amazing considering we changed nothing on the ECU. This is still on the KO4 tune with the GT30. All Gordon's done is a couple of adjustments on the fueling as we went from 1700 cc's to the 2150s. So onwards to VWDRC round 5 at the Open Sports Nationals, and as you can see, issues with the gearbox. It was a long weekend. The lads put in a shift. We rebuilt the gearbox. We got all the way to the semi-finals. We were going rounds only to get a puncture on one of the front tyres. We were absolutely devastated. Some might say deflated.
Oh dear.
Anyway, we still left the round number 1 in the championship. Lily left the round number 1 in the championship. She went red earlier in the event, so no improvement for her in championship form. So back to the workshop. Modifications, new shocks from BC Racing on the front where we picked up cheap, and also time to split down that gearbox and fix the 3rd gear synchro.
When you were crying like a little bit.
Oh, it's against that pesky Jacob. Get 2 passes today. Now, of course, just a reminder, the PB for the car is 1159 at 118 or 1160 at 113 with the new turbo, and then we did 1190 at 120 with just the 3 gears at the last round. So up down, here we go. So European finals, qualifying time, car launch is nice at first, 2nd and 3rd gear, you guessed it, no 3rd gear again. Skip qualification round number 2, get on the gearbox early and pull it apart and swap over the forks, and maybe this is the reason that it's not selecting 3rd gear. Next up on the list of breakages, stock 20 valve turbo, engine mount, common fault. The alloy threads get pulled out, so retap that, ready to go. Is it going to work today?
Better do.
Code race bearings, get your bearings, and t-shirts. Of course, we've got European front wheel drive t-shirts available.
We don't know.
So with the gearbox fixed, the gearbox mount fixed, we're on to the next problem. Our brand new tyres seem to be slipping on the 32 racing wheels. Got to a point after 3 runs that we decided we'd have to drill and screw the tyres to those beautiful wheels. You guessed it, the engine is moving heavily. That's causing an issue for me to be able to shift gear. So, dogbone mount needs replacing. Aaron from PB Mounts comes over, he fills in our subframe dogbone mount. We're ready to go on the next day. Got one of the Williamsburgs ready to launch. Now the engine is rock solid. I'm snapping CV joints. Some might say, if it wasn't for bad luck, we wouldn't have any luck at this moment in time. So, fast forward 2 weeks. VWDRC National Finals, all to play for here. Have we fixed the car? Is it going to launch? Is it hell? Same again. CV joint. Again. So Don Crawford had already red lit in his race, meaning Lily was unable to be caught. She is the champion. She's now racing against Josh Coolin. And what a reaction time she called. Treble 0 in her first round of eliminations to seal the championship.
Slow down. Lily was 0, 0, 0. That's the way.
You take the championship.
Currently in the lead of VW.
Meanwhile, myself, I am 2 qualifying rounds in with 2 broken CV joints. I'm also running Comp Eliminator, and this is actually eliminations time, and I'm up against Phil Druitt in the Twin Turbo V8 Pro mod. Can I take a giant killer?
Well, Phil took a bit of a while spooling. Oh, goes for a big wander. Is he going to get there? The answer is no! Well, goodness me. Luke with a 0.9 reaction time and a 12.01 beats a 7.41. He's going to get the green first.
So after a great win in Comp Eliminator, it was back over to VW Pro. I've got my buddy Jacob Bailey in eliminations round number 1.
Luke is off and running. Jake goes red by 0. Sorry, Jacob goes red by 0.1. The win light is in Luke's lane. See what he runs, 11.93. Doesn't matter. All about the win light. So I think if Luke wins the next round, is that it, yeah? Well, Luke gets a gift, a buy run. A championship stroll for Luke Stevenson. Frankly, he deserves it for the time, effort and energy he puts into promoting VW drag racing and front-wheel drive non-stop. Much stronger looking launch. Dole's 11.60. If he breaks out with this one, I think they'll be doing handstands. 11.46. By far his quickest ever run at 121 miles an hour in that car anyway, I have to say that. So Luke takes his victory lap. Wow. I must admit, I thought the 11.6 was optimistic, but 11.46. Okay.
So, with championship in hand, it was now down to the event. Mr. Hodson next up on the chopping board.
Come on, boy! Come on! Come on! Break! Break! Yes! Ah!
And so, defeating Hodson means I meet my buddy Carl Goldsmith in the final with his 20 valve turbo Beetle. If I win or lose, it doesn't really matter. I'm the champion, but we've run a PB. We've won the championship. Heck, why not win the event? Let's go. Hopefully you enjoyed the great end of the season there, where both of us become champions. We finished the end of the season with a nice PB for the golf. In the meantime, if you haven't already liked and subscribed to the channel, please do. Ready for next season. We've got upgrades on both of the cars now. But that's it. I'm off to the sea. Laters.
Finally cracked it this year. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Luke Stevenson! Congratulations, Spain is the